name is Kunal. I've been working in IT for last 12 years. So most of the time, I've been working as a business analyst and as a project manager. Okay. And coming down to my training experience, I've been teaching business analysis for last 7 years. Okay, I've been teaching PMP, PAPM, IT project management from last 4 years. Okay. So that's about my professional and training experience. Okay, in the meantime, why don't you introduce yourself? Just a demonstration. The objective of the demonstration is to just give you an overview of the whole training, an overview of the whole syllabus, and I just want you to introduce myself. So that's the objective of the demonstration. Okay. This training to begin with, let's say now if a person goes through this training, he will be eligible to write PMP and PAPM certification. Let me tell you that. Okay, both are eligible. Okay, in the meantime, let me go over with the chapters that I'll be covering. First chapter is called as Project Management Framework. So here in this chapter, what I'll be doing is I'll be teaching very basic concepts about project management. So here, we'll be seeing what is project, what is operation, what is project management office, who the functional manager is, and there are different kinds of organization structure called as project size, functional, and matrix. We'll be seeing that. Okay. Next chapter, okay, that happens to be project management processes. Well, yes, this is the most difficult chapter in the whole sandbox. In the whole PMP exam. Let me be, I know everything, which is difficult, which is not difficult. I know everything. Okay? So integration management, this happens to be the third most difficult chapter. Then we have scope management. Okay, it is very easy. So basically in scope management, we have concepts like, WBS, which actually stands for work breakdown structure. Okay, we have something called as an activities. We'll see how we have something called as work packages. We have something called as work breakdown structure, and we have a WBS dictionaries and everything. We'll see that. So next, the next chapter is all about time management. So here we are going to learn different techniques to estimate time. Okay, when it comes to different methods, there are three most popular methods. It's called 1-point estimation, 3-point estimation, and analogous estimation. And apart from this, there are so many other things involved in this. We will be going in detail with that. Okay? Okay. So after that, we have something called as cost management. So here, we are going to see how we are going to estimate cost. Okay? Not only that, we are going to see, what is something called as variable cost, invariable cost, fixed cost. Okay, there are different kinds of costs. I will teach you everything with an example. Okay? Next, we have quality. Okay, quality is not that big chapter, of course. Okay, so here, we are going to see some quality-related issues and everything. Next, we have human resource management. That happens to be the 8th chapter. It's very easy. Okay, there are some, techniques of how you award a recognition, reward. There are some theories. Okay, we're going to see each and every theory. Okay, communication management system is not at all a big chapter. It's very, 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 very small chapter. Okay, in fact, I would say this is the smallest chapter of the whole PSC. So here, we have concepts like formal, informal, formal written, informal written. Okay, well, these are the different communication methods. We are going to see that. Okay. Okay. Then happens to be something called as risk management. Well, no doubt, this risk management happens to be quite lengthy, but at the same time, it is interesting. You got my point? It is very interesting when you go through this chapter. After that comes the procurement management. Of course, this chapter is also kind of lengthy, but at the same time, it is logical. You can understand that when you read that. Get the point? Okay. So this was, kind of overview of the whole syllabus, what I'm going to cover in the next 1 month, 1.5 months. Okay. So let me give you an overview of the examination. Well, PAPM exam is pretty much easier compared to PMP. First of all, okay, it has 150 questions. Okay, and each question has 4 options. Okay, and basically the number of hours involved in this is 3 hours. Okay, and in this case, you basically, when you go to the exam, basically you're supposed to carry two different kinds of photo ID. Okay, this is just an additional information. Okay. And to give you kinds of heads up, okay, basically you write such kind of an exam by going to a test center, which is called as a Prometric Test Center. Mm-hmm. Okay? Okay. Next we have a PMP exam. Let me give you an overview of this PMP exam. Okay. Well, this exam has total 200 questions. Again, each question would have 4 answers, and this is going to be, for 4 hours, and no negative marking. Again, same, 2 kind of photo ID. See, one thing you should remember about PMP is, see, the questions are pretty much straight, okay, not that scripted, but it is situational. I'll tell you what is the situational mean. Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, this exam is a little bit wordy. Means what? You have big questions, a lot of words involved in it. Okay. Otherwise, trust me, PMP exam is nothing. So basically, I teach in Manhattan. Okay, every Saturdays and Sundays. So in a batch, we have like 30 plus and 40 students. Okay. In a batch, easily they, 90% of the people, they clear in the first attempt. Not tough task, at least for engineers. For them, math is nothing but it's very easy. What I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay. Fine. So well, coming on to the project management framework, I'm really not going to go in detail today. Just I'll give you an overview of what is a project is and what is an operation is. Some basic concepts. Okay. The thing is that I don't want to rush on the first day. Just I want to know where you stand. How much is your knowledge level? Based on that, I'll be, customizing my syllabus in the coming session. Get the point? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Let me give the very overview. Let me go over with some basic concepts here. Okay. Fine. So in this chapter, actually, this chapter involves, definition of project life cycle, product life cycle, project constraints, stakeholder, organization structure. Okay. As I told you, framework is not very difficult topic on the exam. Know the difference between project and program is important here. Okay. So basically here, how I teach you is, I teach you keeping in mind that there is only one objective for next 2 months. That is, you should pass an exam. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say is, for every concept, whatever I teach you, along with that, I'll tell you what are the possible questions that could be asked on this, and how the question would look like, and what should be the answer like. Get the point? Yeah. Okay. Also, in this chapter, we'll see, we'll try to understand project constraint. We'll see what is project constraint. There are different kinds of project constraint. We'll see what is that. Know the difference between project life cycle, project management processes, and product life cycle. Yes, this is kind of important. Okay. But, these things will get more clearer as we spend time during the training. Get the point? Yeah. Okay. Know how your management should be different under a different organization. We'll see that. Okay. To begin with, I really want to, be a little bit clear on what is this project actually mean. So what comes to your mind? What's the project? What's the project? Yeah. What is the project? Project activities which are the beginning and end itself from deliverable training objectives. You are absolutely right. Okay? Basically, whenever you hear the word project, remember there should be a start date. Okay, there shouldn't be an end date. That is called as a project. Okay, fine. On the contrary, we have something called as operation. So when I say operation, it has no start date, no end date. It goes on. It is ongoing. Okay. For example, I'll give an example of a project. Okay. Maybe constructing a bridge. Yeah. Don't you think so? This has a start date and an end date. Okay. Constructing a house. Don't you think so? It has a start date and it has an end date. Yes. Okay. And what about people working in call center? Do they have a start date and an end date? No. That call center job will keep on going. If you work for 10 years, it will keep on going. If you work for 100 years also, your job remains the same. Now, do you understand the difference between project and operation? Yes. Okay. So remember, this is the key word: ongoing, start date, and end date. See, let's say if there is a question that is being asked, it is situational. Okay, they want you to identify whether this is a project or operation. See, if you come across these words, okay, mean to say that you should pick the word which the option which has the word project in it. Okay. We want to see in detail with the questions and everything. Get the point? Yes. Okay. Fine. So that's the project. Let's go over the definition. It is a temporary endeavor with a beginning and an end that creates a unique product or result. Operation is ongoing task with no end date. Yes, this is important. Okay, fine. Next, we have very important something called as project, program, portfolio. I'll tell you what is the structure of it. Basically, I would say portfolio. See, basically, again, I'm warning you. See, portfolio means different in different industries. Okay, portfolio can be something different. When we talk about investment banking, portfolio can be different. When we talk about software, website development companies. So here, portfolio means different. So basically, portfolio consists of different different programs. Okay, and each program again consists of many projects. Many projects. You never know how many, but many projects. 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 So, do you understand now? Yes. Means what? Group of projects is a program. Okay? And group of programs is a portfolio. Does that make sense? Yes. Now I will tell you where which person is put to perform his task. Means what? At this level you have somebody called as project manager. Okay? Basically he's the one who will be managing the project. Okay? At this level you have somebody called as program manager. Okay? Fine. At this level you have portfolio manager. So now tell me, who has more responsibility? Program manager or portfolio manager? Portfolio manager. You got it. Okay? So it's going to be as simple as that. Okay? Fine. Let's go over with the definition. A program, very simple, is a group of related projects. See, this word related is important. Okay? Group of related projects is called a program. Okay? Portfolio can be generally described as a group of programs. See, you should remember that's more than enough. Okay? And project management team is made up of, okay, let me explain you what is this project management team. See, let's assume, in a construction company, okay? So basically you have a project manager and below them, you have engineers, okay? Maybe you have contractors, maybe you have masons, okay? People with blue collar jobs, etc. In a very simple terminology, project management team means people who will be helping in project management. Yeah, anybody? Let's say you are helping in a project management activity, so you can be called as project management team. Okay, if I'm helping with the project management activity, I will be part of project management team. Does that make sense? Yes. And all the other people who will be performing this, who will be doing, means what engineer will be designing, contractor will be doing his job, masons will be, like involved in, in constructing structures. So basically these people are called as teams. Okay? Yeah. Okay, now from an examination point of view, remember one thing. If there is a guy, okay, and he is helping with management activities, that is project management activities, simply say he is part of project management team. That's it. Okay. Get the point? Let's say, the question could be like, okay, there is a guy by the name Sam, he's working for XYZ company and he is involved in estimating costs. Okay? So choose the below team he is working for. So one option would be, just the team. Another option would be a project management team. The other option could be something else. Other option could be something else. So you should be choosing the one which says project management team because he's doing estimation. Does that make sense? Yes. So are you following my teachings or anything? It does make sense. Okay. So where are you located? And all I'll be doing in the second chapter. So just hold on for this one. Okay, because I want to go as detailed as possible in this one. Okay. Now I'll give just an overview of different kinds of organization structure. Okay. Before that, I want to introduce you to somebody called as functional manager. So do you know who the functional manager is? No. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what. See now, let's say you are building a house and you are a project manager. Okay. Don't you think so? You need construction equipment. Okay. Don't you think so? You need engineers. Don't you think so? You need masons. Am I right? Yeah. So can I call all these things as resources? Yes. Yeah. Now question comes, where do you get these resources? It can be equipment, it can be labor, it can be masons, etc. Where do you get from? Where do you get these people from? These things from? You get these things from functional manager. Did you get my point? Yes, I get your point. Okay, fine. So this is guy called functional manager. So in other words, functional managers are the ones who will be providing resources to the project manager in a very simple terminology. Okay. Get my point? Now, yes. We'll see the organization structure. We'll see organization structure. Okay. So basically, there is one form of organization called a functional organization. Okay. It is called a functional organization. So, in this kind of organization, okay, functional manager is more powerful than a project manager. Yeah. So what makes him powerful? What are the authorities he has? And everything we'll be seeing in the next class. Okay. The only thing is that just don't want to mess everything in a single day. No. Okay. Then we have something called as matrix organization. Okay. So in matrix organization, functional manager, okay, and project manager have equal power. Okay, and what are the power he has? What are the power he owns? We'll see that tomorrow. We'll see that in the tomorrow's class. Okay. After that, we have something called as project-type organization. Okay. So basically, in project-type organization, what happens is, okay, project manager is more powerful than a functional manager. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So this is called as an organization structure. Okay. So in the tomorrow's class, we'll see what are the powers he has, what are the power he has, he has everything will be same. Okay. And let me give you a schedule of this one. Basically, we are going to have I would say. And how many times they are taking exam? 95% in the first attempt. 95% first time. First attempt. Yes. Okay. See, you have two options. You can write CAPM, which is very easy, and PMP is okay. Okay. You have this option. What is PMP? Okay, actually, no. Oh, yeah, I'll give you an overview. That's a good question. Good. See, basically, right, PMI? Yeah. Basically, this is an organization which offers you PMP and CAPM. I've seen, okay, nobody has failed in CAPM in my batch. Nobody has failed. Oh, okay.